Hi. Today we're at the Jewish War Veterans of the United States of America's 5th of July picnic to continue with our interview series on what it's like to be a World War II vet. I'm with Marvin and Betty Donsker, and we're going to talk about the book that Marvin wrote. The name of the book is Under the Rainbow, and this is, can we turn this around?
Sure.
This is a picture of Marvin when he was
21.
21 years old. Betty, why is it that the name of the book is Under the Rainbow?
Well, this was, the Rainbow Division was General MacArthur's division in World War I. And so they evidently carried it over to World War II. And they say he named it Under the Rainbow because whoever died, they would say he died over the rainbow. So being that he's still here, we called it Under the Rainbow.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now, did the two of you meet before or after or during the war?
We met before. We met him at a temple on West Adams Boulevard. And we went together 4 years before we were married. And we've been married 65 years in August.
So you've been together for almost 70 years?
Right.
I have nothing to say.
Enjoyable.
I'm speechless. Wow. What's the secret to a marriage that long?
Because Marvin never fought, never said a bad word to me. Never, to this day.
And that made you just want to stick around?
Well, I probably got mad many times, but he never did.
Was Marvin a changed man when he came home from the war?
Yes, he was. He did a lot of swearing. And I remember once he was washing his car in front of the house, and a jet flew over, and he dove under the car. He thought that, I guess he was still in the war. But he didn't want to talk about anything for about 60 years, until our children got together, and they would ask him, "What happened to you during the war, Grandpa?" And he would start telling stories. He says, "Why don't you put it in a book?" And our YMCA had a creative writing class, and he went to the class, and he would write stories, and the class would comment on it and said, "Marvin, you have to write stories as you were the first person and not just facts." So he went home and he wrote the story over again, and he read it, and then his teacher says, "Marvin, I know you've been in the service and you must have had some swear words." He says, "Go home and put some swear words in the stories," which he did. And actually the only comment we had about that are the women who have read the book, and they says, "Boy, he sure did swear a lot."
If you would like a copy of Marvin's book called Under the Rainbow, you can reach him. His name is Marvin Donsker, and I'm going to, with Marvin and Betty's permission, give you their phone number. It's 310-670-0722. And I've had an opportunity to look at some excerpts, and it's very, very interesting. And I do thank you so much for giving me my very own copy of it.
Yes, I hope
Thank you. I will. And thank you so much for talking to me.
Our pleasure.
Okay, well, this wraps it up for the 5th of July picnic. And one thing that I learned today is that we have heroes amongst us, and for anybody who can fail to see in an older gentleman the hero in them, I feel sorry for you, because if it wasn't for these gentlemen, our country wouldn't be what it is today, and we might not be here. One of the gentlemen that I spoke with, who did not want to be interviewed on camera, told me that every time he watches a World War II movie and something gets blown up, he still physically feels the sensation of the smell of the smoke that he smelled when he was in the war himself, and it haunts him.